Well, I don't know about you, but when it comes to seafood, you see this little guy right here? That's my favorite seafood. Yep, the shrimp. And guess what? The fish that are swimming in the water, in the salt water, that's probably their favorite eating, no matter what. They love shrimp. Every species loves to eat the shrimp. We've gone at great lengths to design the tidal shrimp. You can see these little ridges in the back right here. Well, they're there for a reason. And a lot of shrimp that are on the market, they have these ridges underneath. Well, what happens is when you want to work this bait, if the ridges are down below here, you don't get an accurate action out of this. This is what you get when you're working it in the water. You see that tail action? Because of these ridges, because of the mesh that goes in between here, it keeps everything together and gives extreme action. Comes pre-rigged with the hook just like this. So if you want to fish this shrimp just like it is natural, swimming through the water, or you can take this hook and switch it around and then you pull the shrimp backwards, because what happens in real life, the shrimp that are down in the water and are being chased by a predator, well, they start flipping backwards. They start trying to get away from the predator, and that's exactly the action you will get with this shrimp when you reverse the hook. I'm going to tell you what, this is about as natural looking shrimp that you're going to find. Yeah, I love to fish redfish, but I love to fish all different types of species. I know that this is going to be a killer on snook in Florida, on permit, speckled trout, redfish, flounder. Take a black drum, for instance. That's a fish that very rarely will hit an artificial bait. They like to have fresh shrimp and they like to have whole crabs. Well, I've sight cast so many big black drum in the last couple months with this bait, putting it right on their nose, and it's so realistic, they just engulf it. They just suck it in. Before they even know what happens, you're hooked up. Now, what you want to do when you're going to fish with this bait, you want a fairly light to medium action rod. You don't want a stiff rod because you want to get all the action out of this shrimp that you possibly can. Probably would scale down to 10, 15, 20 pound fluorocarbon leader, because there's just no telling what's going to bite it. Don't be shocked if something that you're not expecting, like a tarpon or a big jack crevalle or whatever, grabs this in the middle of your pursuit. New from Strike King, the tidal shrimp.